काय करते ठीक है
Right, there was a few ads of our sponsors and yet rest to come. We will witness them as well. Now I request our chairman, Apex chairman Arun Bijala Garu to welcome the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, VBN.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think today we are all here to learn. I think the energy is much more required. I think we are now students, so we believe we should be having the same energy as students. So again, I'll try to say good evening. Thank you. On behalf of Apex and VBN as an Apex chairman 24-25, I, Arun Kumar Bijala, welcome you all to this training session, which is conducted, I think almost more than a year gap. And today we are having Dr. ADM, founder Thyrocare, and he is known for the best of the motivation, speeches and his experience from startup scaling and selling. So I think we have, he's reaching in next 5 minutes. So I take this to start the call and order for the meeting. And I request all the members to please put your mobiles in silent mode in respect to the speaker. Thank you. I hope I can get the cheers. Thank you so much. And I request all the organizers to please close the door. And I request all the catering, please do not serve any drinks or snacks till the time the session completed. I hope you are with me. Cheer. Thank you so much. So I welcome to the meeting, and I think once the speaker comes, we will have a formal meeting. But I take this opportunity to thank our entire Apex team, and specifically our training coordinator Rahul. And the idea behind when it came, Abhishek Chanda I spoke. I think is there any contact? I think Ratul is the person to connect Dr. AVM to VBN. So I think I especially thank Ratul because I think we can stand and recognize. Because anything has to happen, some person play key role. So I think Ratul connected and we approached and he agreed, and today we are here. We had a very afternoon session with 30 young minds of VBN, next generation, and I was surprised to see the kind of questions they've been throwing to AVM. And I think that energy shows that VBN and its members are on the right path to progress to scale up to the next level of businesses. And I'm sure in next 10 years, I think we'll see much more billion-dollar companies coming up, because that's kind of energy I've seen. So I request all the members as parents, please motivate your children like the same way which I've seen today. And I'm sorry for people who could not participate in the program in the afternoon. But I assure you, as co-founders are ready to excite. Once the program is successful, we'll keep doing similar programs. And I thank all the PST for encouraging in the respective groups and turning out in good numbers. So I leave next 2 minutes to our founder to talk about a very important day today, because this is a Vasant Panchami, correct? So today is auspicious day where we all seek blessing of Ma Saraswati and Lakshmi Devi. So I hope these two things will always stay blessed for our community and family, which you are already blessed to have both the blessings. And I request Imadi Garu.
హ్యాపీ ఈవినింగ్. జై వాసవి. జై వాసవిని మనం మనస్ఫూర్తిగా అనుకోవాలి అని అనడానికి ఐ జస్ట్ థాట్ ఆఫ్ ఆస్కింగ్ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఇన్ ద ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ వీ హ్యాడ్ ఎ యంగ్ ఆంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్ మీట్ ఎట్ తాజ్ డెక్కన్. వాసవి మాత గురించి ఎంతమందికి తెలుసు అనే విషయాన్ని ప్రయత్నం చేశాము. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా ఎంతమందికి మనకు తెలుసు అనేది ఒక చిన్న ప్రయత్నము. వాసవి మాత ఆత్మార్పణం చేసుకుంది. ఎందుకు చేసుకుంది? కెన్ ఎనీబడీ ఆన్సర్? యా, సంబడీ రైజ్ ద హ్యాండ్. కుడ్ యు ప్లీజ్? యా, బికుమల్ల గారు.
తను కన్యగా ఉండాలని చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి కోరుకుంది. నెక్స్ట్ తను ఒక రాజు తనని పెళ్లి చేసుకోవడానికి వాళ్ళ రాజ్యానికి దండెత్తి వస్తే తను ఆర్పాదం చేసుకుంది.
Anybody knows who is that king name? Vishnuvardhana. Good. For both of them, Vikumala Srinivas gariki, mana Karimsheti Ravikant anna gariki, please good round of applause. చెప్పినా నేను నాకు రేవంత్ రెడ్డి జ్ఞాపకం ఉన్నాడు. ఓకే, సో వెన్ there is a demand has come stating that the king would like to marry Vasavi Mata, she took a decision stating that I don't want to marry. ఆ టైంలో then he planned వారైనా పర్వాలేదు, అప్పుడు వాసవి మాత మన పెనుగొండలో నివాసము, మొత్తం పెనుగొండనంతా రక్తంతో తడిపేస్తాము అన్న డెసిషన్ తీసుకొని దే కేమ్ టువర్డ్స్ పెనుగొండ వచ్చే లోపు వాసవి మాత డిసైడింగ్ చేసిందంటే ఆ టైంలో మనకి 714 గోత్రాలు ఉన్నాయి, 714 గోత్రాస్. ఈ 714 గోత్రాస్ నుంచి వాసవి మాతతో పాటు తను యాజ్ షీ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు మ్యారీ ద కింగ్ అండ్ షీ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు మ్యారీ ఎట్ ఆల్, తను ఆత్మార్పణం చేసుకోవడానికి ముందుకెళ్ళింది. తనతో పాటు ఎంతమంది గోత్రాలు ఆ ఆత్మార్పణలో పాల్గొన్నారు? 102 గోత్రాలు. 102 గోత్రాలు దాంట్లో ఆత్మార్పణలో పాల్గొన్నారు. దానివల్ల దాంతోపాటు మిగతా 612 గోత్రాల వాళ్ళు పారిపోయారు భయంతో. ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజున మనకున్న వైశ్యుల్లో 102 గోత్రాల వాళ్ళని మనం వైశ్యులు అంటాం, ఆర్య వైశ్యులు అంటాం. అండ్ ఈ కన్యకా పరమేశ్వరి మనల్ని కాపాడడానికి ఆదిపరాశక్తిగా ఉంది. అండ్ ఆ రోజుని మనము ఆత్మార్పణ దినంగా మనం పరిగణిస్తాం. ఏ రోజైతే తను ఆత్మార్పణ చేసుకుందో, మనం ఈసారి యాక్చువల్లీ మనము 31st సెలబ్రేట్ చేసుకోవాలనుకున్నాం, డ్యూ టు సమ్ రీజన్ చేసుకోలేదు. బట్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ ఈ ఆత్మార్పణ దినంని మనం పెద్ద ఎత్తున చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాము. దిస్ వాట్ ఈజ్ లిటిల్ బ్రీఫ్ అబౌట్ ఆత్మార్పణం ఆఫ్ వాసవి మాత. ఇట్ ఈస్ అ కైండ్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎవ్రీబడి, వీ గాట్ ఎ లిటిల్ బ్రీఫ్ అబౌట్. ఆన్లైన్లో చాలా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంది. అండ్ most probably in a couple of days I'll try to send one emailer which speaks about Vasavi Mata Janmamu and Atmarpan gurinchi, plus a brief about mana 1 or 2 gotralu gurinchi kuda a brief an email going to be received by all of you and WhatsApp message kuda vachundi.
A video kavalanda nanna, video separate ga.
Welcome to Velumani garu.
I emmanna anni video
So now it is the time to express our sincerity and dedication, and with the whole heart I request one and all to say now, Jai Vasavi Mata ki Jai. Jai Vasavi Mata. Thank you. Jai Vasavi. Over to
separate laptop lo itta
So thank you, Dr. In a minute we will start the session. So members, a small sponsor as recognition by playing the balance of our videos. Yeah.
Outlet in Telangana to a multi-state business brand. In the market front, we stand tall as a leading manufacturer of edible oils like refined sunflower oil, refined palm olive oil, and vegetable oil, all under the branding Priyago. Is owned by Santoshi Mata Group of Oil Industries, Hyderabad. The mission of the business is to set benchmark in purity and perfection. The quality and perfection Santoshi Mata Group of Industries has won it numerous accolades, including the prestigious Times Business Awards 2020. Success and growth do not mean march. Sri Bukka Lakshmaya's vision became his successor's mission. And since then, there has been no retreat. There has never been a single compromise in the quality of the product, and that resulted in the success of the brand.
Healthy, tasty, Velumani, Priyago every day. Priyago, ఆరోగ్యం
gentleman I waited for is here. I take pride in introducing our speaker for the day, Dr. A. Velumani Garu. Born in Appanayakanpatti, Coimbatore in 1959, he did his MSc and PhD from Mumbai University in thyroid biochemistry. After working for 14 years in BARC, he started a business and a brand, Thyrocare, in 1995. In 2016, it got listed in NSE and in June 2021, he exited Thyrocare when it touched $1 billion USD valuation. A storyteller par excellence on life, career, and business. I present you Dr. Velumani. Request co-founders to please escort Dr. Velumani onto the dais. Request Arun Garu to felicitate. A token of love from our end, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Request you to please take your chairs. And I request now again our founder MRD Garu to speak for a few minutes. Over to you, sir.
Jai Vasavi once again. Myself Shivkumar Imadi, also known or love to be known as Imadi, and little more love to be known as founder of VBN. Today, VBN no longer just a networking organization. It has evolved into a well-recognized and respected brand. VBN is a brand. Our success and it has influenced in such a way, stating that where, as you might heard, we are nearby Secunderabad Club, where people wait for the membership in it. Similarly, VBN grown in such a way, waiting for period for the get a membership in the VBN. I can see many of you are witness. People are waited for not less than 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, and even 9 years also. And we are on 10th year today. So VBN is a brand, okay? And people feel proud. I'm VBN member. Hope you all right? Yes. Thank you. And the journey we started to start the VBN, it is started with the envy. No, it started with the positive envy, where I was a member of another networking organization, where I was seeing the North Indian community, the unity. Generally, when you see envy happens in two ways. One is in a positive way, one is in a negative way. So the positive way of looking at the North Indian unity, sharing or extending the business made today Vaishya Business Network came into the picture. When I get this an idea, I happen to share with good number of people, and most of the people are in the intention of Kovatlam Manamu, Enti, business no. మనం గుడి కట్టాలన్నా బడి కట్టాలన్నా సేవ చేయాలన్నా వీఆర్ హియర్ బట్ నాట్ ఫర్ ద బిజినెస్ అది మనకు బిలాంగ్స్ కాదు. దెర్ వాజ్ ఎ లాట్ ఆఫ్ రిజెక్షన్ హ్యాస్ కమ్. ఐ కెన్ సే అరౌండ్ 400 people up to be said no to it, but luckily I would like to say there are 10 people who came forward to support this particular cause. I would like to request and recommend, I trouble, please come up to the dais as and when we call one by one name. I would like to call upon Venu Rachakonda, who happened to say yes to the platform, and the thought is the first person. While I am talking to him, Mr. Murli Manepalli always says yes to the positive and never seen anything negative from him. And the moment while we are discussing, he said, "Anna, I put started to cheppandi when started we will join." That is how Murli Manepalli Garu happened to come to the platform. And while we are talking about this, and there are a couple of recommendations came. There is one of my old friend and my client also, Abhishek Chanda, who happened to be there as a client for me, and I shared with him stating this is what is my idea. He said, anytime it is implementing, please let me know, I'll join. That is how Abhishek Chanda joined into the platform. Please good round of applause for him, he's not there. And while I'm doing this particular exercise, I happen to have my JC's friend, that is one of my JC friend, Srinivas Kalluri. Phone lo cheppanu, ila oka thought undandi, what do you feel about it? He said, let me know the moment it starts. I give a good round of applause to Srinivas Kalluri garu. And the similar exercise is happening, talking to different people. I got a reference of DVS Gupta and Ravikant Shetty garu. Please come on to the dais, Anna. The surprise is these two are best friends, which I don't know. So one fine day, Ravikant Shetty garu happened to tell me, stated, we'll meet at RTC Crossroads na clinic undi randi ani. Surprise ga Gupta garu akkade unnaru. And while talking to them, they also impressed with the thought plan and they accepted this. And at the same time, idi maatladta unteno, Venu happened to recommend me. There are two personalities. One is Alkesh Pulakanti and Srinath Telukunta. Right? You said. These two were meeting them, convincing them was little difficult, but now they are dedicated to the platform. And while I'm doing the exercise, at the same time, Vikram Madam, who was my client and Venu's cousin, Venu edi chepte adi yes antadu, automatically he gave us a red carpet to accepting of the platform. And we are missing Alkesh Pulakanti and Abhishek Chanda. And మాకు ఒక స్పెషల్ ప్రతి దాంట్లో వైల్డ్ కార్డ్ ఉంటుంది, బెస్ట్ కార్డ్ ఉంటుంది. వన్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ బెస్ట్ అండ్ వైల్డ్ కార్డ్ ఈజ్ వీరేష్ జ్యువెలరీ గారు. ఎప్పుడు కూడా పాజిటివ్, మా సెలబ్ ఆఫ్ సెలబ్రిటీ. And this is how, because of all these people who accepted the thought and supported me, and today it has become reality. I request one and all to please give a standing ovation.
Thanks a lot, gentlemen. ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్ స్టార్ట్ చేయడమే కాదు, దాన్ని నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ తీసుకెళ్ళాలి అంటే ఎలా తీసుకెళ్ళాలి. సో దీనికి ఒక సిస్టమేటిక్గా చేయడానికి, ఒక ప్రాసెస్గా చేయడానికి ఒక బాడీని ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసాం మనం. ఆ బాడీ వచ్చేసి అపెక్స్ బాడీ. అపెక్స్ బాడీ మేడ్ సిస్టమ్స్, ప్రొసీజర్స్, SOPs. అందులో మన ఫస్ట్ అపెక్స్ చైర్మన్గా శ్రీకర్ ఆలపాటి, who happened to give a good support to the platform. Could you please raise yourself and recognize? And in the even Rajesh Dunkeshwar happened to one of the Apex chairman who catered very good way. And Sharachandra Bogarapu, who happened to give very good service as Apex chairman. And even Alkesh Pulakanti, also one of our Apex chairman, for a quite. And this has given, did I miss any Apex chairman? Hope I covered. All Apex chairman did I cover? Yeah, thank you. I take only 30 seconds more. Today, whatever Imadi here today, I would like to say proudly, because of VBN. What are the name, and little fame, and whatever I got, it's only because of VBN. And my humble thanks to one and all. And it has made me, today I'm having a good welcoming, whatever the initiatives have taken. If I talk about Vaishya Limelight Awards or Endaru Mahanubhavulu, these are giving me, I'm not saying that I got success of those two platforms. The success of those two platforms only because of VBN. So my lifetime, I will be
thankful to the VBN and all you. Because of you, this is a success. ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ కాదు, దానికి సపోర్ట్ అంతా మీ అందరు ఇచ్చారు. దానివల్ల ఇవాళ మనం సక్సెస్ చూస్తున్నాము. వన్స్ అగైన్ ఐ థ్యాంక్ యూ అండ్ యువర్ సపోర్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్. థ్యాంక్స్ అలాట్.
Again, good evening. So, as I said, I'm Arun Bijal again. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you to this much awaited talk show organized by VBN Apex. Tonight, we have the privilege of learning from Trailblazer, a visionary who has not only built and scaled a business, but also successfully exited at the pinnacle of success, Dr. Dr. A. Velumani Garu, and afternoon he told me to call A. Value Mani Garu. So, he's A. Value Mani Garu. As the Apex chairman for the year 24-25, I want to take the moment to talk about VBN Apex to sir, so that the audience is well aware and he want to connect to audience and audience can connect to each other. It's an organization that is making a real impact on everybody's business journey. VBN Apex is not just a network, it's a powerhouse. Every system and processes we have in place is designed to maximize business referrals and exchanges, ensuring that every member grows together. And with all your incredible support, today VBN has 330 plus strong members, 6 active chapters, generating 1500 plus quality leads every month. As of now, we have facilitated 8,500 crore business and witnessing game-changing collaborations and new ventures among members. This is the real impact and this is the real success. But as we scale our business, some critical questions every member might have, which I want to shoot to the speaker today. 1, how do we expand without losing control? Do the cost of implementing structured process justify the benefits in today's competitive landscape? How do we ensure a smooth succession while maintaining the brand impact? And in the family business, how do we choose the right successor among our children? These are the few questions that every entrepreneur seated here have in their minds, I believe. And who better to answer other than Dr. AVM? Tonight, he will take us through essential of entrepreneurship, sharing powerful insight of scaling business, making strategic decisions and achieving sustainable success. This is a rare opportunity to learn from self-made entrepreneur, a leader who has built an empire from scratch. So let's seize this moment, engage and absorb every bit of wisdom we can. Dr. AVM, thank you for being here. Let's get started. Thank you.
Gentlemen, the floor is going to be with Dr. AVM now. I request everybody to please be silent, maintain silence and invest into yourself by hearing him out. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskar. Thank you, VBN, for inviting me to talk to you.
స్కేల్ 100 ఉంది.
And also, thank you, VBN, for generously donating. I insist for it because otherwise I have to do daily 4 events. So you cut off with them. And then year 2024, I have collected 1 crore rupee for NGOs. I don't need money for me. I made enough money. But my wisdom, I want it to go to everyone. And again, thank you. Now it's okay? Yes. ये डालने से मुझे एस्ट्रोनॉट फीलिंग आता है, इसलिए थोड़ा रिलेक्टेड था. Thank you very much for coming on in big numbers, exclusive event. Only Velumani is the speaker. इससे ज़्यादा क्या चाहिए? And yes, I understand I understand a lot of Telugu, but I talk a little of Telugu. I think some 300-400 years back, my fathers must have moved. And Coimbatore is a city of lot of Naidus, and I am one among those Naidu. So I can in between say some few words if that can add value. I am the true national speaker, I think after Narasimha Rao. He was the one who could speak many languages, and I can speak in Tamil, Hindi, English and Marathi, equal fluence, and bit of Telugu because Naidu, and bit of Malayalam because Coimbatore is a border city. I'll take you through my story of how did I build a brand, how did I build a business, how a boy from a small village made a majestic journey into a national stock exchange, how a Madrasi, Pakka Madrasi, sat in Mumbai and dictated terms to Marwadis and Gujaratis while doing the business. How a government officer, after working 15 years in government, became an entrepreneur and MD of a listed company in the stock exchange. How a man who studied mathematics disrupted pathology. One end to another end, right? कुछ भी कर सकता है, but you need 4 things. One is patience. You can't become successful overnight. Let me start with the first punchline. You should not try to become a billionaire before you meet your father-in-law. But you must become a billionaire before you meet your son-in-law. Patience is very important. Until 37, I never thought I will do business. Imagine. Right? You will become what you deserve. No one can stop it. You only have to wait for it. So patience is important. Second is focus. There are only 2 kinds of people. One who is successful, other did not focus. That's simple. What is Velumani's strength? He focuses. What does focus means? Don't chase 4 rabbits at a time. One at a time. You can catch all the 4 if you go one by one, but you can't catch anything and if you are after all the 4. Is that simple? So, first is patience, focus. The third one is frugality. There is a song, Tamil song, I don't know, somebody who know Tamil and Telugu can tell whether the song is in Telugu or not. Varavu ettana, selavu pattana, income atana, karcha 10 ana, jaga 2 ana, last mein dandana, that means gone. Which means you have to spend yesterday's money today. You can't spend tomorrow's money today. Very, very important. Please keep in your mind. I have never borrowed in my life. I built a $1 billion company which also never borrowed a single rupee from a bank. And also nobody's money has come inside that company as equity. Which means what? Kuch bhi kar sakta hai if you have patience, focus and frugality. The fourth one, discipline. Many of you must be experiencing, मेरा business 15 करोड़ पहुंच के अभी 4 साल हो गया, ऊपर नहीं जाता है. I'm sure good number of you have that problem. Mind you, you were disciplined, money came, you became indisciplined. Right? Success is never a problem. Sustaining the success is the biggest problem. So, discipline is important. Today, some of you may not be sleeping, but I am not worried. सच तो बोलने के लिए आया हूं. Consumers cannot create. क्या बोला? Consumers cannot create. So creators should not consume. That day you started consuming, you can't create. So after 15 crore, consumption has taken over, creation has given up. Hello? Money and honey sound similar? Yes, no? Honey is collected by honey bee. Money is collected by money bee. If honey bee falls in honey, what happens? So is money bee. Never become a victim of your own money. Sir, why are we making money? We have to enjoy. Who said you have to enjoy? Who said if you are not enjoying, you can't make money? Hello? Why you want some other enjoyment? Right? So, patience, focus, frugality, discipline. 4 words, right? In the end when I talk, if I forget, you remind me, I will tell you another 4 words. So, Coimbatore, fortunately born in a village, unfortunately born poor. Village born, if poor, this is most powerful concoction. It's not beer, it's not whiskey with water, it is whiskey with vodka. Heavy, and that is me. Village means village means more problems. Poverty means some more problems. Morning to evening problem solving. A man who is born in a village is an MBA. In that MBA there is no theory, it's all practical. Fortunately, I was born in a village. My father was neither an employee nor an employer. My mother had 5 children. No income. That was tragedy. And my father not only was not an employer, he had some little land, somebody had cheated him also. So you can imagine how a lady will feel. Trust me, she was a lady with guts and grits. She reared 2 buffaloes, 10 liters of milk a day, 70 liters a week, 1 rupee a liter, 70 rupees was the revenue. And she never borrowed from anyone. She never asked for support from anyone. She managed single-handedly to put all her children in Madras University and Mumbai University as postgraduates. कुछ भी कर सकता है. What my mother had? Patience, focus, frugality, discipline. Teach your children how important these 4 are. You don't have to work hard. They will manage things. 5 classes, 1 classroom, 1 class teacher. This was how my school was. Fortunately, studied in government school. Fortunately, studied in Tamil medium. There was no atlas, there was no dictionary, there was no Horlicks, there was no Bonvita, there was no apple, there was no orange, there was no birthday, there was no parent-teacher association, there was no school bus, and there was no Baiju. Cool. So that's how my childhood was. Why I am telling this is the reason why I am successful. When I tell this to people who are rich and pampering their children, they feel very stressed. Trust me, punchline is, parent, don't pamper. Parent, don't pamper. What do? We pamper. Make the child to do all his work by himself. 5 children, 1 lady, where from she had time to pamper? Today there is 1 child, 6 parents. Samajh gaya? 2 servants, 1 more driver. All have to please that child. Gone. Take care. So, Velumani finished a degree in BSc. In 12th standard, I didn't have money to buy textbooks. Fortunately, I was poor because all rich children went to cinema theaters 3 o'clock in the afternoon matinee show because some days classes are cancelled, and I had to go to a library. Trust me, every challenge came in front of me, I converted that into an opportunity. I am sure you are all Rajinikanth's fan, and there is a song of Rajinikanth, if it is in Telugu, you tell me. வாழ்க்கையில் 1000 தடைக்கல்லப்பா தடைக்கல் ஒவ்வொன்றும் உனக்கு படிக்கல்லப்பா. That means whatever is stumbling block, if you are intelligent, that becomes a stepping stone. So how do you use it? That's up to you. So in 12th standard, I scored 200 out of 200 in mathematics without textbook. And engineering was a 5-year course. I cannot afford. Did I tell my parents cannot afford? No, I myself cannot afford because I was the head of the family. For all school fees for my brothers, my sister, everyone I was paying because I was doing a lot of part-time jobs. I didn't go for engineering. I thought a degree is okay, BCom is okay, and in the prospectus I saw BCom was 4 letters, BSc was 3 letters. And BCom fees was 300 and BSc was 400 because there is a laboratory fees. I decided BCom is enough. Trust me, 1 month I was a BCom student. Can you imagine somebody who was a BCom student disrupting medical field? There was one professor, Dr. K.R. Karthikeyan, who is no more, who took me. After understanding my problem, he asked me, Centum, right? Yes, sir. No engineering, poor, sir. No chemistry, poor, sir. Can you explain? I told it was 100 rupees, which I couldn't afford. अपना पॉकेट से 100 रुपया निकाल के कॉमर्स ब्लॉक से मुझे साइंस ब्लॉक में ला के बिठाया. अगर वो नहीं होता मैं यहाँ खड़ा रहकर आज बात नहीं कर सकता था. It's very, very important. जिंदगी में never forget people who created value to you, respected you, identified you, supported you. By the way, all the money I collect as a donation is going to children like me then to get some education, and some organizations are working and I am channelizing. Once again, thank you for doing that because that's the great support. So, first class BSc. Chemistry, maths, physics were my subjects. 1978, I finished my BSc. Coimbatore is South India's Manchester. Supposed to be producing a lot of jobs, but everywhere when I went for interview, I failed dozens of time only because मई महीना में एग्जाम खत्म हुआ और जून महीना में मैं कहाँ से एक्सपीरियंस लाऊं. It's almost like sitting in front of a girl whom you are likely to marry and asking her, तुम्हारी कितने बच्चे हैं? In 1978 itself, Velumani took a decision, अगर एक दिन में ये कंपनी चलाओ तो सिर्फ फ्रेशर को ही काम पे लूंगा, वहाँ एक्सपीरियंस को नहीं लूंगा. Ladies and gentlemen, I have employed 25,000 freshers. At 25 years of business, 25,000 freshers. To join in my company, you need to have 3 tick among the 4. Must be a fresher. Should be from a village. Preferably poor. And should not speak good English. Trust me, they were gems. If today Velumani has created such a most powerful organization, these 4 criteria only has helped. Please give job, first job in a family whom they have never seen a monthly salary. That means you are creating livelihood, right? So, Coimbatore rejected. I got dejected and I ejected. Got an interview letter from Baba Atomic Research Center, Mumbai, and I thought I must go. I thought I may go to Chennai. I thought I may go to Bengaluru. I thought Hyderabad is also all right. But finally I got an opportunity to go to Mumbai for a guy who never knew Hindi and never knew Marathi. There was no relatives. August 18, 1982, Kanyakumari to Mumbai via Coimbatore, Jayanti Janata Express, S9 coach, berth number 41. बैठ के रोया था, सोलापुर आने तक बहुत रोया. It's not easy to give up your village, your people, your sister, mother. Oh no. But punchline, जिंदगी में कुछ पाना है तो जरूर कुछ खोना ही होगा. तो वो the journey landed in Mumbai railway station with 500 rupees in my body. Because if you keep 500 rupees in a pocket, it can be pickpocketed. But if you keep 500 rupees, 100 here, that means it is in the body. किसने बोला गाँव वाला को दिमाग नहीं है? गाँव वाला has undergone all the problems in life, so he knows what is the solution for it. I slept in VT railway platform for 3 nights. Then I went for interview because I didn't have credit card to check in. There was no purse to keep credit card. All I had was 500 rupees and I slept in VT railway platform. Success in life is delta. Delta is equal to x2 minus x1. x2 is where I am today. x1 was where when I was in VT railway platform. That is 0. जो एक बार 0 देख लिया वो किसी से डरता नहीं है. पैम्परिंग के बारे में मैं क्यों बोला था? आप बच्चे को 0 देखने के लिए नहीं देता है. जो प्रॉब्लम I have undergone, I don't want my child to undergo. Gade, you underwent the problem, you are successful. And if they don't undergo anything, they will be dependent on you. So, Mumbai, in the interview I was asked a question, where is thyroid? I told mathematics 200 out of 200. So thyroid is, I thought somewhere here. I said I don't know. I answered all other questions, so I got the job. Believe me, in 1982, I did not know where thyroid was. Within 10 years, I finished a PhD in thyroid biochemistry. And in another 10 years, I am running world's largest thyroid testing laboratory. कुछ भी कर सकता है. I have a punchline. If you do what you have studied, If you do what you have studied, you will survive. But if you do what you have not studied, you will be the leader. So I want all of you to think, मैं यही पढ़ा, मैं यही करूँगा, बेवकूफ़ है. जो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिला, एक्सप्लोर करो. हो सकता है आपको भी एक दिन स्टोरी बोलने के लिए मिलेगा. So, got a job, gazetted officer post, Government of India, family is secured. My father-in-law was in love with me. That means it was not a love marriage. He was a security officer in the same BRC. उसका काम क्या है? आइडेंटिटी कार्ड देखना है. उसने नाम भी पढ़ा. उसको समझ में आया ये तो कोयम्बतूर का है. अपना बेटी के लिए प्रपोजल लेके आया. We will allow a few seconds to go. Right. देखो प्रपोजल लिया तो शादी हो ही गया. लेकिन इतना जल्दी शादी नहीं हुआ था. When I left Coimbatore, some ladies came to my mother, asked her, your son is going to Bombay? Yes. You know Bombay girls are very bad. I thought my mother is going to cry again. But my mother answered very intelligently, जो खराब होएगा वो यहाँ भी खराब ही होएगा. Have you got what I'm talking? Punchline. Trust your children, not your neighbor. What do? We become weak. Beta, तुम बॉम्बे मत जाओ. In my PhD thesis, I've written an acknowledgement in the last paragraph. I thank my parents for giving me nothing except freedom. Hello, एक बार जोरदार तालियां तो होनी चाहिए. Because all of you are giving everything except freedom. Go and see. Go and see. My parents gave me freedom. So now my mother has trusted me. Now if I agree to marry a Bombay girl, she knows, मेरा बेटा किसी ने फंसाया. So I told no. Next year again he comes. Then I tell don't come. Again. Third year again he comes. I told be careful. Fourth year again he comes. I thought that means something is worked. लड़की को 4 साल शादी नहीं हुआ. I thought let me see the girl. लड़की देखने के लिए पैसा तो नहीं लगता है ना? Free. So I went and had a look at the girl and she was not impressive. And generally when father-in-law is inviting, it's not impressive. If you go, it's very impressive, right? I came back, kept quiet. He should have understood. He didn't understand. Or he understood, but he didn't want to give up. Listen to me. Success in life is persuasion. And there are many people who never give up. And my father-in-law was one example that persuasion made sure this marriage went through. So I didn't go back. So he comes home. I'll tell my landlady, who is a Maharashtrian lady, uncle आएगा तो बोल दो मैं नहीं हूँ. She managed 4 times. 5th time he is coming. She told Mani, to बोल दो. It's unfair. They are old people. My mother-in-law, father-in-law both used to come. If you have decided no, you must tell today. So I sat in front of my father-in-law. Cute face. I'm talking about father-in-law. And my mathematics mind went very fast. Mathematics is a very useful subject, very powerful subject, and I was very good at it. It went calculation very fast. It's very unfair for a boy to tell directly on the face of the father, would-be father-in-law, लड़की अच्छी नहीं है. लड़की देख के आया तो फिर अच्छी नहीं है ये मतलब होता है ना, नहीं तो लड़की देखने के लिए क्यों गया? That's why people keep brokers. And thank God there was no broker. Can I talk to her for 1 hour? My intention is discuss with her and discourage her so that she tells her father, I don't want this boy. Plan was there. Went to 1 hour time was given. Nariman Point, Madam Kama Road, State Bank of India, International Division. She was working. So 1 घंटा में कितना मिनट होता है? 55 minutes I only talked. And 5 minutes absolute silence was there. I decided I must marry her. कहीं सुना क्या लड़की चुपचाप 1 घंटा, वो भी होने वाला पति के सामने। देखो पेइंग गेस्ट हूं, जिंदगी भर पेइंग गेस्ट रहेगा, घर कभी खरीदेगा नहीं है, सोच लो। गांव में घर है, टॉयलेट नहीं है, समझ लो। फॉर माई सिबलिंग्स आई एम द एल्डेस्ट ब्रदर, सबका शादी तुम्हारा जिम्मेदारी। हमारा शादी के लिए मेरा पास पैसा नहीं है। You funding our marriage should not be known to your father. Absolute silence, stunned face, no smile, no worry. And I told her, still you want to marry me, send your father home. And if you don't want to marry me, tell him this boy has some problem. Over. Khatam. She didn't respond for that also. She went home, and that night my father-in-law came home and he said, she has agreed, she has listened to you, she has consciously agreed. So after engagement 3 months before marriage, 2 months before marriage, 5-month gap was there. One day I met her. I told you so much. Still you only wanted to marry me. What did you like in me? My nose? Cheeks? Chin? What's that? You know what she said? I want all of you to register this. She said, I did not want to be a tall daughter, a short daughter-in-law in a tall house. I wanted to be a tall daughter-in-law in a short house. Very, very important. सब लोग मैंने underplay किया. She also said one more thing. I understood you are a very powerful storyteller. कौन आके, and I also understood you were discouraging me because कौन आके बताएगा होने वाला बीवी के सामने मैं कंगाल हूं, कुछ नहीं है. समझ गया? Oh, that's how the marriage went through. And 2 jobs, one is Government of India, mine, another is State Bank of India. 2 good salaries. My wife was earning 20% more salary than me. My mother was extremely happy. And then 2 children. Life goes on smooth. I joined in BRC. I got a shock that I have to work under a blind man. So boss of mine was a PhD in thyroid biochemistry, and he lost his eyesight while service. In government, people don't send anybody home because of this. So I was recruited to read science for him. Today's children will not work if the boss is blind. Fortunately, I was poor. Otherwise, I would have also gone back. Trust me, for 10 years, his hand was on my shoulder because he can't do anything in the office without me. And I was reading science for him. I was reading research articles for him. I'm a BSc, he is a PhD. There is a saying in Tamil, Karumbu Tinna Kuliya. What is Karumbu in Telugu? Gane. చెరుకు తినేందుకు కూలి కావాలా? నాకు చెరుకు తినేందుకు దొరికే కూలీ ఇచ్చిరే. That's how I see that I was fortunate that I learned very fast, and because I was grateful to him, he had to be grateful to me. Don't sit and grumbling my boss is bad. If you are nice, he has to be nice. He asked me, you want to do MSc? Wow. BSc ka saath aaya, I thought BSc full stop. He made sure I got an admission in Mumbai University for PhD, MSc research, thyroid biochemistry, PhD thyroid biochemistry. So, 2 salaries, 2 children, 2 degrees, 2 promotions, 2 more languages. By that time I learned Hindi and Marathi. And my wife was extremely frugal. My salary was 10,000. My wife's salary was 12,000. She saved every month 15,000. Among 20,000, she saved every month 15,000 for 10 years. She only spent 5,000. So we have closing balance. The closing balance is 2 lakhs, monthly 5,000 expenditure. So the family is safe for 40 months. Tick number 1. Punchline here. You can take a risk of you. You cannot and you should not take risk of your family, because family is supposed to be safely left. You want thrill in life. So my family is safe for 40 months. Right side, left side, already all my colleagues have bought 3-bedroom hall kitchen. Idhar tak EMI. I was the only guy without EMI. Tick number 2. Tick number 3. My wife is working in State Bank of India. Avari kya chahiye? On a Friday morning I went to office. Afternoon I have resigned. I have resigned without discussing with my wife. You all must be wondering, is it fair? Yes. In life either you can discuss or you can decide. You can't do both. If you discuss, you can't decide. Had I told this to my wife 1 week back, she would have told her father, Gaya. What I can see, my father-in-law cannot see. So why to talk? Take decision. I took decision without discussing. In life, there is nothing known as a right decision. Take a decision, make it right. अरे गालियां तो चाहिए, डर गया क्या? So take a decision and make it right. So I have resigned, went home. Dinner time I didn't tell anything to my wife. I have resigned. रात को 2 बजे बीवी पूछती है, आज आप सोया नहीं है क्या? I have resigned. 2 words. I have resigned. She knows मैं रात को झूठ नहीं बोलता हूँ. So she knew it's a man is talking truth because he won't do this in the middle of the night. Until that time she was horizontal. Then she became vertical. She went and switched on the light. She looked at my face. 10 seconds absolute stunning look. And she said, कल से आप ड्यूटी पे नहीं जाएगा तो मैं भी नहीं जाऊंगी. ओह, 3 टिक में तीसरा टिक गया. That is the reason why I resigned. On her salary only I took that risk. Until that time I was horizontal. Then I also became vertical. And I looked at her and told, चलो, साथ जिएंगे, साथ मरेंगे. We both gave up job on the same day. My son 5 year, my daughter 3 year, I was 37. Trust me, this is the biggest risk which today makes me most powerful. So 1 year after resignation and the business is going on, one day I asked my wife, क्या पागल थी? मैं तुम्हारा सैलरी में भरोसा रख के मैं रिसाइन करके आया और तुम धमकी देने लगा? What is the logic? She said, you know you will win. Even I know you will win. But no one knows without me you cannot win. So that's how we resigned. And the reason for resigning, all of you must be wondering, ये गवर्नमेंट साहब से वो भी जो बैंक से दोनों साथ में निकलने के लिए क्या ताकत थी? I was doing research in thyroid. थायराइड टेस्टिंग के लिए मेरा कॉम्पिटिटर एक पेशेंट के लिए 150 रुपया रिएजेंट कास्ट. फॉर ईच पेशेंट 150 इज द रिएजेंट कास्ट. आत्मनिर्भर मतलब मेकिंग इन इंडिया. आई दोज डेज वर्किंग ऑन हाउ टू make reagents in India, and I understood if we make it is 30 rupees, if we import it is 150 rupees. So my competitors are charging 600 because raw material cost is high. I can charge 300 or 200 because my raw material cost is low. This will be never understood by father-in-law. This my wife cannot understand. Once you see what you want to see, and if you have correct, go ahead, take a risk. And that's how the risk was taken. And I am into new journey over, and in the new journey I have done a few things. Because you are all a business community, I will explain you what are those innovations which I have brought in, because it's not a PC Sarkar Jibumba success. It's a true, I would call, logically driven business. Mind you, when I started business, there was no word entrepreneur, no word startup, no word venture capitalist, no word private equity. There was no itching to do the pitching. That clear. And there was no internet, it was only pager. You understand? So, Buddha hum, lekin I could manage to make it possible because of the innovations. What are the innovations? Innovation number 2, there is an eatery available in Coimbatore, brand Annapurna. Those days, 1975, the man is from my village. He had 1 kitchen, 10 restaurants. Cloud kitchen, Madrasi, दोनों नायडू, मैं भी नायडू, वो भी नायडू. उस जमाने में एग्जीक्यूट किया, आज बहुत लोग बकबक करते हैं. So, cloud kitchen, that means what? Every restaurant will not have a kitchen. Centralized kitchen, distribute all raw material. The local man will only make a dosa and give. I thought pathology business where blood is collected is a restaurant, where test is done is a kitchen. Why not I have a single kitchen for 25 restaurants in Mumbai? It worked. Why not Pune, Surat, Nasik? 3 hours train journey. It worked. Why not Chandigarh, Calcutta and Chennai, 3 hours flight journey? It worked. Which means for 100 crore population, I established a single laboratory in Mumbai. Innovation. No one thought it was possible. And I could imagine, and it happened. Number 2, normally people charge more. Very often the businesses fail because you are charging more. पंचलयन, जो कम लेना चाहता है उसको ज़्यादा ही मिलता है, जो ज़्यादा लेना चाहता है उसको कम ही मिलता है. So मैंने क्या किया? I called unemployed, underemployed, graduate, pass, fail. Told them, देखो मार्केट 600 रुपये चार्ज करता है, तुम 300 चार्ज करो, 200 तुम रख लो, 100 मुझे दे दो, which means 60% margin. No one gives. He felt unconscious. अभी तक उठा नहीं है. इतना margin कोई देता है क्या? Many of my colleagues asked me, friends, relatives, even family members, उसको इतना देते हो तुम्हें क्या मिलेगा? I told he can make 200 rupees, 300 rupees per patient, but he will get only 10-15 a day. I will have 5,000 franchisees, so I don't need to make anything more than just more than 50 rupees I don't need. Have you understood what I'm talking? This is punchline. जो जीतता है वो शायद हार सकता है, लेकिन जो जिताता है वो कभी हारता नहीं है. Added punchline. जो खाता है वो शायद भूखा मर सकता है, लेकिन जो खिलाता है वो कभी भूखा नहीं मरता है. आजकल और एक एक्सटेंशन भी मेरे बच्चे लोग बोला, डैडी ये भी अच्छा है. जो हंसता है वो शायद रो सकता है, लेकिन जो हंसाता है वो कभी रोता नहीं है. So coming back to that franchisee concept, Madarasi cannot do business in Bihar, Odisha, Punjab. So fortunately I was Madarasi. Otherwise I would have tried to do business everywhere. So I appointed local man, given the franchisee concept. So the man took the franchisee, he found money there, he took for his wife next district. She also saw money. Then he gave for his girlfriend other district this side. This lady gave to that boyfriend other district this side. And all over the country, all 600 districts within 3 years period, everywhere Thyrocare franchise. So that's different. No one in that medical business there is a franchisee possible. फ्रेंचाइजी का शब्द ही हम मैकडोनल्ड से ही सुना है, उससे पहले किसी को पता भी नहीं था. मैं चुपचाप कर रहा था, किसी को पता नहीं था. सो दैट्स अ कॉन्सेप्ट. नेक्स्ट, मैकडोनल्ड मसाला डोसा नहीं देता, बर्गर ही देता है. कारण ये नहीं है कि उसको मसाला डोसा बनाने नहीं आता है, कारण यह है उसको मसाला डोसा बनाना नहीं है, सिर्फ बर्गर. पैथोलॉजी में 2 सेगमेंट है, एक डिसीजेस है, दूसरा डिसऑर्डर है. डिसीजेस आता है जाता है, डिसऑर्डर आता है जाता नहीं है. दिस इज वंस पेशेंट, दिस इज वंस फॉर ऑल पेशेंट. Every time customer acquisition cost is needed, here once customer acquired, lifelong customer. When the customer goes up, the customer goes out. That's simple. 25 years, 30 years, somebody is a customer for me. Every quarter they need to do the test. All my competitors were handling diseases, a little bit of disorder. I did only disorder. मुझे टेम्पटेशन नहीं आया, सब करूं. नाम रिका थायरोकेयर, 15 ग्राम ग्लैम 100 किलोग्राम बॉडी में. लोग पूछने लगा, इतना छोटा ग्लैंड है, रोटी मिलेगा क्या? मैंने बोला 125 करोड़ थायराइड पूरा हिंदुस्तान में है, सभी मेरा ही है. You must have that courage when you get into something. I am going to have the entire thyroid. वो सचमुच हुआ है. 4 साल पहले एक इवेंट में गया था, पैथोलॉजिस्ट एक कॉम्पिटिटर आके बोला, वेलुमणि तू क्या कर डाला? बोलिए साहब कुछ परेशान है. कल सुबह एक पेशेंट फोन करके पूछता है, डू यू डू थायरोकेयर टेस्ट? मैंने उसको बोला, आई डू थायराइड टेस्ट. उसका मतलब यू डोंट डू थायरोकेयर टेस्ट बोलकर टेलीफोन रख दिया. गाइस, ट्रस्ट मी, दिस इज ब्रांडिंग, This is focus. And when I exited my business, 50% of the value I got is only for the brand ThyroCare. So make sure that I was coming with our colleagues and they told me a background about you. I told them, which means all your network members are interested in profits, not in valuation. Profits cannot make you very rich, but a valuation, a brand can make you very powerful. If you only make profit, no one knows you. Only because Velumani exited in such a powerful exit, Velumani today is a person whom everybody thinks he is Rajinikanth of diagnostic industry. So that is the journey of what you call as focus. Don't do disease, only do disorder. I have done a Uber Ola. Until Uber Ola came into picture, they were all standing for 20 hours, running for 4 hours. Yes, no? Today they run for 20 hours and stand for 4 hours. Until I came into picture, thyroid testing machine was only running for 2 hours. Today they run 24 hours. Which means a standing machine is a liability, a running machine is an asset. Go and review in your business whether your machines are standing or running. Very often I ask people come to me, sir, profit ज़्यादा नहीं आता है, क्या करना है? कितना घंटा तुम्हारा मशीन चलता है? एक ही शिफ्ट चलता है. क्यों नहीं 3 शिफ्ट चलेगा? आदमी नहीं मिलता है. कमाल. हिंदुस्तान में आदमी नहीं मिला तो जर्मनी में थोड़ी मिलेगा. 125 करोड़ आदमी है, and he goes on little more ahead. सब आदमी मिलता है, लेकिन ट्रेंड आदमी नहीं मिलता है. मेरा ये रील वायरल गया था क्योंकि इसमें ह्यूमर रखा हूँ. तो आदमी ट्रेंड नहीं मिलता है. देन आई टेल हिम, बच्चा चाहिए, खुद का चाहिए, एम्प्लॉई चाहिए और किसी का चाहिए. नियम बदलो. टेक पीपल, ट्रेन देम. प्रॉब्लम ये है, ट्रेनिंग होने के बाद वो निकल जाता है. Then I don't leave that easily. Then I tell most powerful punchline. If you don't love your spouse, your neighbor will. And if you don't love your employee, your competitor will. चुप हो जाता है. Take people, train them, pay them good salary, respect them, retain them. Your job is to increase the turnover. Your job is not to reduce the cost. Guys, business is nothing but increasing the turnover, not the controlling the cost. Controlling the cost comes next. Very often we control the cost so much. Cost also has gone down, turnover also has gone down, and you are out. Please note, business means grow or go. If you are not growing, you are gone. So be careful. What did I do? Ola, Uber. I also have done Amazon. ये सब आज आया है. मैंने तो 1997-98 में ये किया हूँ. Amazon क्या करता है? Home delivery. When I got into the business, only 3% of the patients who were Buddha, Buzurg or non-ambulatory घर पे delivery services देता था pathology laboratory. In 2020, you go to the website of ThyroCare, book a profile. Next day morning, 8 o'clock, my man will come to your door. In 5,000 towns in this country, I was doing home service before even Amazon came into picture. I also have done Walmart. What is Walmart? Walmart never makes profit from the customer. It makes profit from the vendor. It places order for 10,000, 100,000 pieces, and the vendors give 30%, 40% margin, and he makes money from the vendor. I also made money from my vendors only. I want you to understand what I am explaining carefully. If you don't know costing, your pricing is always wrong. But costing is not easy to calculate. If my competitors were charging 600, their raw material cost was 150. Their raw material cost 150 because monthly they were doing 100 tests. If you do monthly 1000 tests, it is 120. If you do monthly 10,000 tests, it is 90 rupees. Monthly 100,000, it is only 50 rupees. And daily 100,000, it's only 27 rupees. Have you got what I'm talking? The power of volume, power of scale is very, very unique. And I don't know, I'm a mathematician and I saw the business very different. I never felt that I didn't do engineering, bad that I didn't do engineering, because I have employed 150 engineers in my company, and I never felt bad that I didn't do medical, because I had 10 MD doctors and 25 MBBS doctors working under me. कुछ भी तुम कर सकते हो अगर आपके पास 4 चीज चाहिए जो शुरू में बोला था. So this is the journey. Things worked perfect. I always employed freshers. If you take a fresher and train him for 100 days, it is equivalent to 1000 days trained from the competition. Only lazy people take experienced. And if you can train them, why do you have to purchase experience? So my CEOs, my vice presidents, all worked first day with me. From the college, I straight away took. I ran a company for 25 years. Mean age of my employee was 24 years. Is that clear? 25-year-old company, mean age is 24 years. 19 years is Indigo, mean age is 24. And their balance sheet is 5,000 crore profit per year. Indigo is running in profit. Air India is running into loss because their mean age is 40. Is that clear? Take freshers. Freshers only can give you juice. And between 20 and 35, the man is most productive. उसका बाद EMI में फंस जाता है, marriage fail हो जाता है, बच्चे की दबाव आ जाता है. So I was intelligent enough to keep on adding 25% every year, and it worked. So this is how the business innovations are. And never borrowed, no company people put in money inside. I didn't want to ask anyone. And freshers, a company which has grown 25% year over year for 25 years, non-stop. Only because I knew how to handle human resources. Number 2, in the entire world, India is cheapest in healthcare. In entire India, I am the cheapest. And still I have 40% profit. You understand what I'm talking? It is nothing but good systems in place, efficiency in place, productivity in place, motivated employees in place. I don't know where from I got it. I never did an MBA. Only reason why I have done it is, fortunately from village, fortunately poverty, fortunately I have undergone all the pains. When a problem comes in front of you, the problem will look taller than you if you lack confidence. But if you have confidence, the problem will look shorter than you. That's probably my unique strength. Finally, some investors came and they wanted my stock. I didn't want to give. Mind you guys, if you go and pitch, your value is half. If they come and pitch, investor comes and pitch, your value is doubled. I knew it. Because गांव में मेरा पिताजी बोलता था कि हम बाइंस को मार्केट में ले जाएगा, आधा रेट में जाएगा, अगर कोई हमारा खेती में आके खरीदने के लिए आया तो डबल रेट देगा. Simple logic, right? So somebody came for stock, I didn't want to give, but then I thought I must not insult them. 2 minutes socha, my company may be worth 200 crore. Look the power of decision making. Didn't ask any CA, didn't ask any accountants, auditors, straight away. So if it is 200, if I tell 400, he will run away. So I told 400 crore. Huh? 400 crore? What logic? You are on my table. They got annoyed. They went away. They were sipping coffee, kept it, went away. Exactly after 6 months, same guys come. That means I told the right value, right? They were sitting and I told them 500 crore. 2 quarter gaya? 100 crore? What logic? 2 quarter acha gaya. Before the coffee came, they went away. I was again happy because when you don't want to sell, you are comfortable. Third time the same guy comes. This time I didn't want to order for coffee. Bar coffee waste hota hai. I told them straight away, 600 crore. Checkbook laya. So 150 crores, 25% equity. I took the money, kept in my pocket, only for a thrill. That 500 रुपया लेके मुंबई आया था, आज 600 करोड़ का कंपनी वैल्यूएशन हुआ है. Exactly after 18 months, one more party comes. किसने भेजा? उसने ही भेजा. Same investor. Guys, if you are just married, listen to me. You must love your wife so much. Your mother-in-law says, please marry my second daughter also. Many must be thinking it is too late. Because that investor has sent another investor. Have you noticed that? Wow. So, I thought, last time I did 600, 18 months gone, shall I tell 800? Then I thought they might have come with checkbook. Problem है. बोल दिया, checkbook निकाला तो अच्छा नहीं लगता है ना? तो मन चाहता था 1000 बोलो, तो मुंह से निकला 1200. Checkbook लाया है. So trust me, in 1,200 crore, I diluted 10%, another 120 crores. 5 years have gone, that guy has to go out. He wanted, can we do an IPO? Boardroom. I said, why not? My family was upset that I agree. So they took me aside. Everybody will ask question. Too much of transparency, too much of irritation. Don't agree. Let them find some other party and take, sell and go. Soon, I left Coimbatore only for thrill. Because Coimbatore also could have given me livelihood, but I wanted to experiment Mumbai. I married a Bombay girl only for a thrill. I left the government job also only for thrill. I accepted private equity guys inside only for a thrill. Then they understood IPO is only for a thrill. They couldn't stop me. We went for an IPO. First day itself, it got subscribed 4 times. Sometimes IPOs don't get subscribed. And 4 times in the first day, I was happy. Second day, 15 times, I jumped up and down. Wow, people trust me and my brand. Third day, evening, 4 o'clock, 75 times subscribed as such. A diagnostic industry, all have understood Velumani कौन है? क्योंकि until that time I was never on a stage talking, silently working. Punchline: don't come to limelight before you become successful, because once you become successful, once you come to limelight, you can't become successful. Very, very important. Many people are in a wrong idea, but I was a hero with listing 36% upside, and in the National Stock Exchange, I have to ring the bell. Unfortunately, did I use this word so far? I lost my wife. I lost her for pancreatic cancer. Just 50 days before my IPO, she vanished. She signed all papers as co-promoter. Only 50 days before that we diagnosed. So it was such a big blow. Though it was supposed to be a happy event, I cried. Because it was she who I didn't want to marry her. Finally I married. She died, she, what you call as sacrificed her career, thinking that she should make me hero. She taught me Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. She made me MSc and PhD. She made me scientist, entrepreneur, storyteller. Please give a round of applause to that most powerful. Thank you. मैं हंसाता हूँ भी, रुलाता हूँ भी. I think every story should have every rush in it, thrill in it, fear in it, सब कुछ चाहिए. That's why my story is very powerful. So once I lost my wife, running the company, I lost interest. It looked like in a jungle, I am traveling alone. You all must be wondering, your children could have supported. I don't think anybody on this earth can support me as much as she can support. So interest was not there to run the company. But if I know very well, if I go and pitch, it is 20% less. If somebody comes, it is 20% more. Dekho, this is very, very important. Patience, chahiye. 5 years, company was not growing. First time company stopped growing. That means that was the toy and she was the battery. And COVID came. During COVID, every pathologist was crying, 4,800 rupees for RT-PCR is too low. I went and told government of Maharashtra, you give me 40,000 sample a day, I do at 1,000 rupees. Trust me, mathematician. Scale, cost of goods, all I have calculated, and trust me, that 9 months of COVID, 1 crore per day turnover became 2 crore per day turnover. Profits zoomed. The share price was 600 rupees before COVID. Peak of COVID, it was 1,400 rupees. Somebody came in front of me. I want to have your company. And I sat alone. I didn't involve my family because you can't take a decision if everybody is involved. A single largest deal in healthcare for 5,000 crore is done by only Velumani. No one else has done that deal. And it took only 90 minutes for me to close the deal. 10 people were sitting on the other side of the table. मैं अकेला बैठा था, वो लोग पूछा था, no one else is joining. I said no. मेरा मन में एक पंचलाइन आया था, बोला नहीं है. बोलूं? Single that funding that. So did the deal, done, dusted, and that is the story of Velumani. 500 rupees took from Coimbatore and exited with a single check of 5,000 crore. That's the most powerful story one can listen. Having said that, let me conclude with one punchline, the story part of it. If men are successful, families prosper. If women are successful, societies prosper. It was my mother and it was my wife who was in the back end. and I made sure for 25 years pathology test rates could not go up. Single-handedly, this Madarasi controlled in the entire country the price of pathology test, which did a lot of good to the society. Thank you very much, VBN, for inviting me, and it was wonderful to talking to all of you. God bless you. All the best. Have a great journey, impactful journey, and wonderful. Thank you very much. And I am free for, please sit down. I am free to get grilled as much as you can. And I don't think anybody older than me is here, but still I don't think anybody with more energy is here. I am going to answer to all your questions. Right. Anybody who wants to ask a question can come here so that we don't waste time. I want you to keep the question short. Don't tell me, sir, you are a very powerful motivator, all those things, because everybody knows it. You come crisply and ask a question. I will be very happy if the question is shorter than my answer. Is that clear? Yes, you are free to ask any type of question, because all of you are doing business. A lot of challenges will be there. I will very crisply answer.
Request everyone who has a question to please drop into the area here. We have a mic ready.
For anybody who is asking a question, there is an exclusive selfie.
Make it simple and fast.
Yeah, very good evening.
Please fall in.
I'm talking to Velumani. In the name, you have money.
There was one TV commercial which was run in the beginning, the brand of oil.
Priya Gold Oil.
In that, a dialogue comes, Arogyam Anandam. My father's name is Arogyam, my son's name is Anandam. Go ahead.
Yeah, I take the privilege of asking you the question, sir. So it's like value money. Your name has money in it. As you know, money is a gem, and you are a gem of a person.
Thank you very much.
And as you said, you're very happy that you have nothing with you to really start up the things and take a decision and shift from a place, take a right and all.
I want you people to ask a question so that
Yeah.
more questions can be answered.
Definitely.
Right.
But this is a logic which is applicable to you, really makes you take a right, take any step.
Quick
When
decision,
nothing to
quick
lose,
decision, take risk, that is what is
when
the
nothing
outcome.
to lose, you can take anything, any risk. But majorly, my question is behalf of everybody is over here. They are making a business now with a certain timeline and certain things. So unfortunately, they are something they are having now. They are having something wealth they are having. They have something to lose if they take
I have
right.
understood your question.
So I wanted an answer for the current trend of the youngsters and the business owners who are working on something to lose if they take a right, wrong things. And this logic of non-taking loan and all this can't be applicable in the current trend. So since you are a money and that was like a gem of a person, it was like working for
You
you.
have combined 20 questions.
No. From 20 to 20 and current 4 years of your exit, you have the complete plan of action for the current trend, like say the 2040 vision or 2070 vision. We wanted your insights for the current thing.
Yeah,
With
I
all your
understood, I
experience.
understood. So please allow me to answer. And next people who, if you have anything more than 60 minutes, 60-second question, don't ask. Coming to you. Wait, let me finish. Wait. See, I told you already, consumers cannot create, so creators should not become consumers. That's number one. Number two, if you have 5 crore, and if you feel, if I lose it, I will lose everything. By having it, again you may lose everything. So risk to लेना है. मैं सरकार नौकरी में था. 2 kinds of people. मैं तो उधर था. मैं तो अभी इधर आ गया. मुझे रिस्क नहीं लेना है. That is what the question was asked, right? मैं सोचता था, मैं तो उधर था. मैं तो इधर आ गया. मैं तो उधर जा सकता हूँ. This confidence, if it is not there, You don't deserve that. So this confidence is essential. Don't become a consumer. Continue to remain focused. I told you discipline as among four, discipline as a word. And if you have it, take decisions, take wise decisions, make them very fast. But having said that, I told you in the end you ask. Now you come here for that, for you only that question is, come in front. You only ask the question, huh? Oh, sorry. Success, wealth, happiness. Success, wealth, happiness, peace. Among the four, which one is the best? Which one is most important? Listen to me. Peace is ultimate. Without peace, there is no life. You are a slave of someone. So peace chahiye. Not necessarily you should have 1,000 crore. Not necessarily you should have 100 crore. If you have 5 crore, you can peacefully live. Trust me when I said, if you are frugal, you can be powerful. What all your fear is, मैं fail हो जाऊंगा, मेरा Mercedes कहाँ जाएगा, मेरा villa कहाँ रहेगा. This fear is because you are imagining a affluent life. Your fear is there.
My question was different, sir. My question was not about the fear. My question was, what exactly is the take home for the current business houses?
Take risk.
Take
more,
home.
Take risk. Take more risk till you have appetite for risk.
No, that is always good. I believe in that.
Yeah.
And definitely I was trying to have some formula, some composition from your expertization to carry home, to take home.
ये डोनेशन जितना दिया है, ये डोनेशन आप दे दीजिएगा, मैं 1-to-1 बैठूंगा, मैं आपको समझाऊंगा.
I understood that. Definitely I will be doing it.
It's a little longer process of explaining. But having said that, frugality if you have, you will have more courage. If you have no frugality and if your monthly bills are all loaded up, you will have challenges. Sorry about it, but I want people to keep question short.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Ji, good.
Yeah, my question is, what is your opinion on the luck? Is
Yes,
it works
I got
or
it.
not?
I got it. Lucky are those who are ready when the opportunity comes. Full stop. Opportunity comes to everyone. If you are not ready, you haven't encashed it. Number one. Number two, people ask me, Velumani, are you not lucky? I tell them, lucky? You think I was sleeping with a blanket on me? I became billionaire? Come on. But if somebody says, Velumani, a lot of hard work, chal. There are many people who worked much more than me. It is 50-50. So you need to be ready, you need to use the opportunity. It is not luck alone, it is not hard work alone, and I am exactly enjoyed both. Next.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Ideas will come to everybody, sir, but implementation is the main thing. So, how to focus on implementation?
Punchline, most powerful punchline. Viral, went very viral. Ideas are like sperms. Only 1 in a million works. Don't tell me I got idea. What you make may not be what market needs. This is known as product failure, not understanding the market. So you need to identify, you have only 2 options in doing business. Number 1, for the same quality, you need to reduce the price. Or for the same price, you need to give better quality. There is no third option. Trust me, there is no third option. These are only 2 options. Mine quality was as good as anyone else. I reduced the price. I am there. Is that clear? So, as I said, majority of the time our mistake is pricing it high. Please price it low. There is no company on this earth closed down because they have priced it low. And you can experiment, you will be successful. Right? Next.
I said, I'm Rajesh Nogeshwar, we advise on investment banking. So fundamentally, clients have this fundamental question that you said profit will make you rich, but definitely the value created is a super rich, and that's where you really create a value. But everyone have a major doubt that do we really, first of all, invite private equity versus an IPO? Because in your case, you are not interested, you are pushing off, so you got that kind of valuation and other thing. But in generally, you suggest, is it really a good way to go for a private equity than IPO? Or generate money and
I understood it. If you have a good project, and if it is having good profit, and if you are present only in Andhra Pradesh or present only in Hyderabad, you should go to entire Telugu speaking districts if you have more money. And if you are successful only in Telugu speaking, why not Malayalam speaking and Punjab speaking? So if you want to scale up, go for money. But don't take money and buy your another Mercedes Benz or high-end car. Nowhere money comes free. You have to return them with huge returns. Otherwise, you will be gone. So take money, take it wisely, use it wisely. Let me explain you. 100% of 100 rupees, 100% of 100 rupees is much smaller than 25% of 1000 rupees. Is that clear? So you need to make it 1000 rupees. If it is only 100 rupees, instead of 100 of 100, now you have only 25 of 100, बेवकूफ है. तो दोनों समझ के आगे बढ़ो, इससे बेहतर एडवाइस नहीं दे सकता है. Next one.
Hi sir, I am Dr. Naresh, neurosurgeon. I didn't have any question. You said selfie, I stood up. So in this last...
neurosurgeon को neurology में काम में आया. बोलो.
So in last 5 minutes, I got one question. So professionally, what are the major setbacks in this process? You have shown the fruitful side of your journey and everything is good, 500 to 5000 CR. What were the major setbacks professionally you have
faced? There is no setback, there are blocks and limitations. Mind you, if you think, I don't want to work 9 to 6, I want to only work for 2-3 hours in a day, please don't come into business. It is not 9 to 6, it is 7 to 11 is the heaven. 7 to 11 is the heaven. So you are sacrificing a lot, without which it can't be successful. And if you have got a wonderful spouse, punchline, if your spouse trusts you, your energy is 10x. And if your spouse doubts you, your energy is 0.1x. And recently somebody told, that is why I don't want to get married. Having said that, my wife was full support and we were all together working. That was not a problem. And a lot of irritations will be there. A customer will complain, an employee will complain, a distributor will give, and off late in social media, sophisticated vocabulary is used. You will feel very hurt because he calls you fraud, cheat, everything. All those things are there. But let me tell you, in 30 years, I worked what 100 years one man can work, and I made 1000 years what a man can make. That's the power of compounding. If there is no pain, there is no gain. Don't look at the gain part and jump inside. I won't be telling pain part here because सभी जाके रात को रोएगा. खुशी से रहो, लेकिन everything has a pain associated.
Thank you. Good evening sir, this is Srinivas, Priya Gold Oils. I am very much inspired.
जी, एक मिनट आप आ जाइए. आपको एक सवाल पूछना है, डॉक्टर साहब. The problem with the doctors is their profession, they have to personally sit and do. I was fortunately a biochemist. मशीन काम करता है, मुझे वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सो आपके लिए एक पंच लाइन है. बड़ा बनना है या बुढ़ा बनना है? या बड़ा तो बनना है, बुढ़ा तो अपने आप होता है.
Definitely sir. Before बुढ़ा बड़ा बनना है.
बड़ा बनना है ना? पंचलाइन सुन के जाओ. सो काम करते हैं वो बुढ़े होते हैं, जो काम कराते हैं वो बड़े होते हैं. तो जाके काम कराओ. बोलो.
Good evening sir.
जी.
This is Srinivas, Priya Gold Oils. Sir, I am So you are in pharma field, you are more oversubscribed and valuation is very high. You know, sir, FMCG products margins are very less. Generally, our turnover is 3,000 crore. Then our increasing the turnovers and the expansion of the businesses, which is better to when I come into the IPO, to more subscribe and to more valuation. Everybody is doing the work for getting the.
Are you making profit?
Yeah, profit in FMCG
Is
1 to 3% like that.
Do you
But
have growth?
In pharma, everybody is getting 20 to 30%. In that case, you are getting more valuation. How to get
Listen
more
to me.
valuation in my field?
पड़ोसी का बीवी सुंदर है करके हमेशा हम सोच लेते हैं.
What steps you are?
See, I'll tell you.
Yes,
I'll tell you what is valuation. Valuation is growth multiplied by profit. If your profit is less, your growth should be high. आपका turnover मेरा turnover से ज़्यादा है. आपका profit मेरा profit से कम है. So इसमें वो रहेगा तो वो नहीं रहेगा. लंबी भी चाहिए और गोरी भी चाहिए और धनवान भी चाहिए. नहीं कम मिलता है और कोई उठा के ले जाता है. So everything has a limitation. What I suggest in your case, if your business percentage profit is low, you must increase your turnovers. 100 crore में 15% is too less profit. 1000 crore में even 10%. And mind you, there are some companies which work on 3%, 4% margin, but they have got 25,000 crore also. So you need to take a call and work on it. But valuation is a game today most confusing because all loss-making companies are $10 billion. समझ गया? तो उसमें मैं टिप्पणी ज़्यादा नहीं देना चाहता हूँ, लेकिन you need to have growth as well as profit. But then don't compare valuations. And mind you, valuation in business is how desperate you want to sell or the guy wants to buy. Is that clear? That's simple.
Yeah. So you have mentioned that last 25 years you made 25% profit.
CAG, 25% CAGR and 40% profit.
25% CAGR and 40%. That is consistent from last 25 years.
Yes.
So, sir, I think you might have definitely followed a lot of systems and very effective strategic things in place. So, one thing I would like to ask, you mentioned that you have employed almost 25,000 plus people and all of them are freshers. So, can I know what are the kind of mechanism and systems that you have kept, especially with regards to the training for them? Yeah,
very important. All of you understand. I kept on taking more people every year. I will tell them, I want this many people. They will tell, sir, they are not up to the mark. We have only taken 15 of them. Remaining 35 we have rejected. Send offer letter to all 50. क्योंकि जब तक वो अंदर आया तब तक उसको क्या आता है क्या पता. बहुत बोलता है लेकिन फोकस नहीं करेगा, काम में नहीं आएगा. First take inside, then take outside. If person is good, elevate. If person is poor, eliminate. And if the person is average, tolerate. Simple. So this is one philosophy. Second philosophy is every employee should undergo a training. I had 2 training rooms, 60 seaters. And I had put a training department, very, very big training department. A trained employee produces twice output than an untrained employee. So you have to train him. So this is something which I have done. I have given him increment not in Excel sheet. I have understood people very closely, interact with people and give them increment. And I am a man who will understand how smart are you, how intelligent are you very fast. If I give you your work and if I have to remind you 3 times, you are an ordinary man. But if I have given you work, with next day morning you come with the results, or what next? You are a great man. So understanding human resources is a very great art. And I understood very well, क्योंकि सास भी एक दिन बहुती. I was also an employee employee for 15 years, right? So that is something which I was fortunately having. But having said that, a rigorous training, an idiot-proof system. What is an idiot-proof system? Even idiots cannot do mistakes. Complete automation.
So you had pretty strong SOPs and tech integration in place.
Mind you, punchline, make mistakes, make all mistakes. Never repeat the mistake. Make mistakes, make all mistakes, make them very fast, and don't repeat the mistake. Punchline 1, punchline 2. If you repeat the same mistake every time, you will become a beggar. But every time you do a new mistake, you will become a billionaire. So make all mistake, never a problem, but from the mistake, if you are not learnt, yes, very difficult. You must be wondering where from I learnt all these things. I am a fast learner. I want all of you to understand the skill is not something which you will have everything and then get into business. Get into business, fall fast, learn fast. And if you can learn fast, punchline. If your employee is learning faster than you, be careful, tomorrow you will be his employee. And if your subordinate is learning faster than you, be careful, you will be his subordinate in 5 years. Very powerful is learning, and I am a teacher. Am I a good storyteller? That's it. Yeah, leader has to be a good storyteller. And if you're a good storyteller, 25% CAGR will come. Otherwise, the company is not growing not because the product has problem, your story has problem. Work on it. Sorry, I might sound a little rude, but then I want to talk truth, and I want to talk with authority, and it's not arrogance.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I have a small question. What is the single word that you can suggest to a leader, he who wants to become world number 1?
Single word is focus. There are only two kinds of people, one who is successful, other did not focus. And that laser sharp focus only makes Musk. And he makes Trumps. Is that clear? So it is all a matter of focus.
Followed by one more question.
Yeah.
How to practice it?
How to practice it? Don't get distracted by the neighbor.
Thank you. Lovely.
Right? That is what largely it is happening. वो कैसा है, वो मेरा पड़ोसी का मेरी साड़ी से उसकी साड़ी सफेद क्यों? और उसकी गाड़ी मेरी गाड़ी से लंबी क्यों? और उसकी दाढ़ी मेरी दाढ़ी से काला क्यों? ये साड़ी, गाड़ी, दाढ़ी, distractions. Come to the point.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Balakrishna.
Ji.
I am very old customer of Thyrocare.
Thank you very much.
Still, till now I keep using it. Right. Every 2-3 months I get it tested. And I suggested hundreds of people I suggested.
Thank you very much.
My question is, the new generation of ours are not ready to, most of the guys are not ready to take up our business. So what is your suggestion to the parents and young generation?
Yeah, right. Your business, if it is giving pleasures, they will be very happy to be a part of it. Your business has pleasure and pain. Probably you are not amplifying the pleasure, you are amplifying the pains. And when the children listen to it, मुझे ये झंझट में नहीं जाना है. Let me tell you, this is very often we are doing it. To make sure children understand all the problems, हम problem को थोड़ा बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलते हैं, वो लोग discourage हो जाता है. I want you people to keep that in the mind, number one. Number two, what worked in your young age, what works today are very totally different. You are having love for your brand, your name, your legacy, and you think my son, if he doesn't get in, I will feel जवाब 4 लोगों को जवाब दो 4 लोग क्या कहेगा? Let me honestly tell you, he should live his life You should live your life. You are lucky if he takes it ahead, and you are extremely lucky if he amplifies it. Oh, sabko milta nahi hai. Right? And let me also honestly tell you, once it was asked to Abhishek Bachchan, don't you think your surname is a liability? Because Abhishek Bachchan is son of Amitabh Bachchan. So Bachchan ki naam se uski thoda, you know what he said honestly? Actually, that is the only asset. Understand what I'm talking? Yes. Children should have their own way of thinking, their own way of doing. Punchline. Why did I sell my company? Because I read somewhere, if you love your children, give them money, not the company. Because company means tens of thousands of livelihood. Money means they may make money using money. If they don't run the company, naam bahut kharab hoega. Velumani exited, happily lived thereafter. It's over, right? I want you people to seriously think about it and take a call, and don't always insist my children should do what exactly I want, because that's the love of the parents. They think that I have given the best to my child. Your child got influenced by the environment and the peers and the society. His definition of life is very, very different from what you consider as life. Probably they are not interested in success. Probably they are not interested in wealth. Probably they are not interested in happiness. They probably are interested in peace. Think it positive. Allow them to be what they are. Teach them. Never hurt anyone, intentionally or unintentionally, by words or actions. If your children can do it, you don't need anything else. Let them live their life. Sorry if I have been disappointing, but then I believe that is the best advice I can give. You can't force anything on anyone. ये नहीं आएगा. घोड़ा को पानी तक ही ले जा सकता है. That's it. पिला नहीं सकता है.
Sir,
Next.
namaste.
Namaste.
Sir, I am a manufacturer of Ziploc covers, kangaroo pouches, which are used in diagnostic centers. And my business is into manufacturing, and it is purely B2B. Should I need any advertising in this or not?
Advertisement not necessarily gives a big brand. Many people splurge. All those who are advertised for Indian cricket team are no more existing. समझ गया? पंच लाइन. अगर बिजनेस मॉडल सही है, मॉडल क्यों चाहिए प्रमोट करने के लिए? But having said that, what is sold more is brand, not what is seen more is brand. So focus on quality, focus on servicing and delivery. I did a B2B business and I made very successful business. If you are doing B2B business, share liberal margins and be aggressive, get volume, punchline, scale nahi to scale nahi to scale karo.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Sir, I'm a student at Mahindra University first year. Sarthak, my name is. I come from Ooty. My question to you is, how does a student...
Mahendra also studied in Ooty.
Yeah, 6 years I was in Ooty.
No, he also studied in Ooty,
yes,
I believe.
Same college. Right. How does the student look at new entrepreneurial opportunities, not depending on his family, but if he wants to do something of his own and he doesn't have any way?
Don't feel very bad. At an age of 10, you can't become a father. At an age of 20, you cannot become an entrepreneur. Yeah, sir, you see Mark Zuckerberg. अरे एक आदमी जीत गया पूरा दुनिया गया बाहर में. Before 20, if you start in a business, success is 1 in 1 lakh. Before 25, if you start business, it's only 1 in 10,000. And before 30, if you start, it's only 1 in 1,000. Only when you are crossing 30, you are 1 in 100. So, thoda shanti rakho. Number one. Number two, business you will understand only with maturity, what is product, what is market, what is demand, what is supply, what is pricing, what is branding, what is packaging, what is presenting, what is IT, HR, logistics, 50 department hota hai. So I am of that opinion, if somebody wants to do business, as soon as the degree is over, go and join in a company which is 10-15 kilometers away from you, does business in which you want to do business. In that company which is having only 10 crore turnover, join there, irrespective of position, salary, get in there. And if that company becomes in 5 years 100 crore, and if that becomes 100 crore because of you, you are going to be very powerful. From whom you are learning? Whose money you are using to learn? Your employer money, not your father money, not your father-in-law money. Right? So I want you people to have, my one more punchline goes very viral. Right? Come here, I will ask you a question. You want to become a billionaire? Yes, he says, I want to become billionaire. There are only 3 options. Your father should be a billionaire. No, no? Okay, that's majority, 99% of the people say. Second thing, you are not married, right? Your father-in-law should be a billionaire. But then the problem is, 3-bedroom hall kitchen man doesn't marry 1-bedroom hall kitchen man. So, gone. First option gone, second option gone, third and last option, SBADMK. It is not DMK, it is not ADMK, it is SBADMK. सीधा बैठो, अपना देखो, मेहनत करो. सीधा बैठो, अपना देखो, मेहनत करो, you become a billionaire.
Hi sir, I'm Venu Rajkonda from Sri Krishna Silks. My question is, in your journey of scale up, from 500 rupees you have grown up to 5,000 crores. Your company has also grown in the same line. So, were there any challenging points?
Every day challenges are there.
Highest point of risk, and how have you come out of that?
There are many questions in it. Let me tell you, there is no day goes without challenge. Every day there is some challenge is there. That's the business. Second thing, did any business challenge trouble you? Maybe for a day or two, not for more than a week. The third, next one is, did you ever have a time, no, I will give up. Let me tell you, if you have not borrowed, you will never have that problem. And plenty of problem, all distress, even thinking of committing suicide is because you are over borrowed. So, EMI free life. Cool. So, always make sure you don't get into, don't buy more than what you can chew. Right? Take that much risk only. Next.
Good evening, sir.
I think he is the youngest boy here. Right.
I'm Agastya Linga. Even I'm a student from Ooty. My question is to you is that how have you let other people know about you? Like, how have other people
How did you market yourself?
Yeah,
is the question, right?
Yeah, basically.
Wonderful question. I priced it very low. So low, my service cost was less than the raw material cost. All my competitors felt this fellow is bluffing. So they thought, he should not spoil the market. So they taught all their marketing team, go and tell everyone, Thyrocare doesn't do any test. Now everywhere they go, do you know Thyrocare? Who is talking? My competitor is talking. And who is paying his salary? My competitor. And he tells so much, everybody knows Thyrocare. Many of them call me and tell me, today your competitor's man came. He was there for 40 minutes. 35 minutes he was talking about you only. Have you got it? Price it low. Dunia pagal. Tumhara piche aa hi jayega. But don't compromise on quality. Work without profit for 5 years. you will become very powerful. So that is how I did it. Then subsequently मेरा पास भी पैसा था, मैं भी full page advertisement वगैरह किया था, and that's a story. But then initially word of mouth. Clear? Next. ये कौन सा गाना है? चिकनी चमेली था ना? देखो.
Hi sir, this is Kiran Praduturi. I come from a healthcare distribution industry. You have built an organization in last 30 years which was resistant to get tests done from a patient perspective. And now where people are self-aware and they want to get it tested done. So how could you change did Thyrocare do any efforts to change the thought process of a consumer or the industry which
Yes,
was...
I got the question.
Yeah.
Let me give you the answer. Everybody was doing pathology test a la carte. I was doing it buffet. The brand name Arogyam is my father's name. I have put in the package Arogyam, and that Arogyam package had, Arogyam 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 up to 1.8 X Pro, because Apple का जो भी था मैं उधर डाल दिया. पैसा कम है 1.2 लो, ज़्यादा है 1.8 डालो. तुम पैसा में डूबे हो, प्रो ले लो. So this concept of giving more per dollar, listen to me very carefully. In $1, how much more I can deliver is intelligence. For this test, how much more I can charge is stupid. So I had that, and the entire market copied my Arogyam. And once I saw everybody has copied, I exited. Kill, khatam, right? So that is my way of delivering better. And mind you, in lifestyle disorder, you have to keep monitoring so that people have understood.
A follow-up question you asked us to remind for the next 4 things that you
I already asked. Success, wealth, happiness, peace.
So good evening, this is Suresh Kasala. I've got a serious problem. I can be a best friend and I can be a best enemy at the same time. Any views about how to get that controlled?
Yeah, there are some people who go to extremes.
Yes, I do.
बात करेगा नहीं है तो शक्ल भी नहीं देखेगा. Then बात करने लगा तो ऊपर डाल के बात करेगा. This is 2 extremes. I see some personalities like that. I think you must go as close as comfortable, and you must avoid not. वो इधर आएगा तो इधर नहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Hi, how are you? That's it. Maintain relationships. Relationships is life. A guy who can maintain good relationship with one person can manage with majority of the people. But if your problem is what it is, you have to diagnose, but that is not doing good for you, for your peace of mind, please work on it. I have no answer. Okay, neurosurgeon आया था, उससे पूछ लो. Next one.
Hello sir.
जी.
This is Ritvik. I'm a freshman at engineering. My question to you is, you have made a 5,000 crore deal.
बार मत बोलो.
ठीक.
बुरा लगता है.
How did you know that it was the right time to make that deal? You could have grown the company more and build it more. How did you know that it was the right time?
रोहित शर्मा अभी रिजाइन नहीं कर रहा है करके गाली दे रहा है लोग. Yes or no? Very important is when you hit too many centuries, get out. Say bye, I have enjoyed. I did exactly the same.
You can also get out at a bigger deal or a smaller deal by only...
That is what Rohit Sharma is still sitting. एक 4 सेंचुरी हो जाएगा तो मैं निकल जाऊंगा. अभी वो बैट बॉल मिल ही नहीं रहा है. Is that clear? I want all of you to understand the power of a man is to detach at the peak. And I did it.
How did you know that it was your peak, sir?
That's intelligence. सुनो बेटा मैं बताता हूँ. It's a very important question. कोविड पीक आया था. मैं साइंटिस्ट था. मुझे पता था ये पीक उतरेगा. बाकी लोगों को पता नहीं था. समझ गए हम?
Yes sir. Yes.
You want to listen how the deal went through?
Yeah, please.
मेरा बियर ग्लास था, आधा फ्रॉथ था, वो सोचा पूरा बियर करके खरीद लिया.
Got it, sir. Got it.
So I got the reason for me to exit was I got a rate which I never dreamt. So that's it.
Right, sir. Thank you.
And another reason, since that you have asked. First 30 years of my life, too much of time, no money. Second 30 years of my life, too much of money, no time. Work-life balance which I took a call.
Hello sir, my name is Sukhdeep.
And one more thing. Can you eat a second dinner just because you were too rich? Over. One more zero is not going to make any difference. I told you I was a BCom student for 1 month. In that 1 month, there is a law of marginal utility, which says if you eat your first idli, you are extremely happy. Second idli, the happiness comes down. After 5 idlis, there is no happiness. After 5,000 crore, there is no more happiness. Over. Look at it, how it is connected. I'm a happy man. Thank you.
Hello sir, my name is Supreet. I'm an engineering student. So my question is, in today's generation or the upcoming generation, startup culture or establishing business is becoming a trend right now. So your take on this and your suggestion for the young generation and teenagers like us, as well as the parents, how to see this situation and how to develop.
Look at the situation. If you are a boy and if your father has too much of money and you have an idea and he doesn't mind giving, start. But if you tell, my father doesn't want to give money, can you help me? If your own father doesn't trust you, nahi mila kya? So, find out, your idea is good. If your father trusts you, you take money. And if your father-in-law trusts you, take money. And if no one trusts you, please go and work in a company, take a 9 to 5 decent salary. Who told by working for a company you can't become rich? N. Chandrasekhar, who is he? He's the chairman, managing director. I don't think any of you have a turnover more than even his salary. So, you must have very clear decision making. Do I have enough money? Do I have enough courage? Do I have that much risk taking? And all these things will come only at the age of 30, 35. Tab tak, what is the first word in the first 4? First word. Patience. That's only advice I can give you. But then if you feel everything is in order, you go and do business. Don't ask me.
Sure sir, thank you.
Good evening, namaste sir.
Namaste.
I am Basan in Allapati. We are doing the pumping and plumbing business. We are the wholesaler. As you said that you have kept the centralized office at Mumbai and you have given 5,000 franchises. What challenges we can handling these 5,000 franchises is a very big task.
I think I have taught people today in the morning, but I want to repeat it because it's a larger audience. So I want this gentleman to come here. Can you lift a buffalo? Can you lift a buffalo? Dekho, dar gaya. But you see, in 1 minute he can lift a buffalo. Can you lift a buffalo calf just born? 1 day old, 2 day old, 3 day old. Keep lifting every day. 300th day you are lifting an adult buffalo. Right? Now you ask me 5,000 franchises. Did I take 5,000 together? First 1 franchisee, then 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, and became 5,000.
Challenges. Thank you.
Right? Work organized, go slow, but keep going. Congratulations, you are the first lady. Otherwise, no lady came here, and it's very happy to answer
That's
to
why
you.
I came. I'm a chartered accountant,
Right.
practicing chartered accountant.
Gee.
So your entire story reminded my father's story. I'm Ashwini Sparrow's daughter. If you heard of Ashwini Home Union, that is founded by my father.
Wonderful.
And one question, sir, like you said in 5,000 crore deal, you had 90 minutes of, you took 90 minutes. What is your thought process?
What is my thought process?
Yeah. In 90
The
minutes.
delay was because of them.
Oh, it's not about your thought. Like,
I'll tell you how the deal went through. I had made up my mind I heard they are coming, what number I should get. And when they came and sat, I told the number. No, sir. Okay, no problem. That means don't want to talk, right? So they went all out. In the entire garden, they walked 5-6 times. They came and told me. They started with 1,000 per share. I am at 1,400 per share. Then they came 1,100. Don't waste time, please. They go out. Another round. 1,200. I told them, if you don't agree for 1,400, please don't come. This time they took half an hour. Finally, they came and told me, okay, sir, we can close it. It should be what is known as exclusivity. That means I should not talk to any other party. I have to commit to them until it is closed. Then I made all of them to sit down and I went out. I was thinking, okay, this deal, if done at this rate, family will be happy. Yes, they will be extremely happy. My employees will be happy. Oh, they will be extremely happy. Because ये बुड्ढा तो बुड्ढा है, अभी नया कोई आएगा तो कंपनी दौड़ेगा. Every employee thinks ये दिल मांगे more. Even my investors will be happy because they were thinking that the last 5 years the company has not been growing. So village people will be happy, my BRC colleagues will be happy, entire dunia will be happy. I came and I agreed. It is an exclusive deal. Go ahead. And in a tissue paper, it was in a guest house. In a tissue paper, I wrote 1,400. Deal done, dusted, and I put my initial there. Take a pic. This is the agreement. And I sent a copy to my home. The deal was over.
But most of the cases, the founder will be continuing. So why are you not continuing with the...
If I have to continue, why I sell? Dard kyun chahiye? Right? But at the same time, they had a courage. They were all IIT, IIM of the best of the universities. They felt they can run it. They didn't ask me to continue. And my children told me, Daddy, if they are not asking to continue, you reduce some more rate. And I was fortunate. And today, what was sold at 1,400 is only 700. The boy asked me, how did you know? Patata. Village poverty teaches you a lot of things. Lot of things worked on instinct. I just took the decision.
Good evening, sir.
Anji, good evening.
This is Ratul from Magnific Tubes. Just wanted to check how should one contribute or enjoy with 5,000 crores?
How is Anand?
Anand is good, he's right.
He's there. He said he is going out of city.
He came, he's here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Tell me. Question is?
What should one do when they earn 5,000 crores?
Yeah.
Now, in what all things a person should think?
मराठी कोणाला येतं का? पैसा खिसात डोक्यात नहीं. पैसा पॉकेट में होनी चाहिए, सिर पे नहीं चढ़ना है. So that is where the money should be, number one. Number two, don't risk over risk. I told you, when you have nothing, you don't have a fear of losing. When you have this big, there is a fear of losing. Punchline सुनना है क्या?
Definitely.
डर के आगे, लेकिन कोई नहीं बोलता है, जीत के आगे डर भी है. Right? जीतने के बाद डर भी आ जाता है. But having said that, put money wisely, 1/3 in real estate, 1/3 in ETF, and 1/3 in mutual fund. Business will go. Money will grow. And if you are greedy, there are some challenges, right? So as a man, I have done exactly that. Next question.
Thank you.
Hello sir, this is Srinivas Vashiti from Veduka Convention. Sir, by then it was 1970s and now it's 2020s. Any changes you suggest for business strategies for changing times?
Oh, nothing worked then will work here. Totally different. Having said that, इधर ही खाना जाता है, उधर ही खाना बाहर आता है, वो नहीं बदला है. Business is business, customer is customer, product is product, branding is branding, CEO is support. All those things remain same. But way of reaching to the customer, understanding the needs of the customer, keeping the customer happy, keeping the competitor studied, keeping strategies evolved, innovated, everything needs today instant. Those days it took 25 years, 30 years for a company to become $1 billion value. Today it is becoming even in the third year. All 4 companies collapsed from 10 billion to 1 billion market cap only because within 4 years they went to 10 billion and that could not be sustained. That very clearly gives a punchline. Success is never a problem. Sustaining the success is the biggest problem. Those days growing was late, falling was taking time. Today growing is fast, falling is instant. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. This is Sandeep Bashiti. I understand that you never borrowed money to create an empire, but did you lend your money to anyone?
Right. Let me tell you, I am lending now. I don't want to tell lies. And I also have taken loan now. Is that clear? Because intelligence is intelligence. So the question is, can you borrow? If yes, how much to borrow? Because I should not tell that borrowing is crime. If you make 1 crore profit per year, you can borrow 10 crores. Because for 10 crores, interest is 1 crore. At least you have profit to pay. You will be safe until the profits increase. So that much you can borrow. Now, whom I am lending? I am lending to those people who are collapsed. Their real estate is there. Their liquidity is dried. The banks have put it in NCLT. And the NCLT has asked for somebody to bid for it. And I am the man who lend this man and take that real estate property in my books of accounts. So it's not lending, it is real estate. Have you noticed that? And that man runs the business and he gives me interest. And I tell my children, if he gives you principal and interest, good. If he doesn't give, it is very good. Because the real estate is mine. Paisa aaya, kush hu. Paisa nahi aaya, bahut kush hu. So this is how I have gone into lending. Borrowing I am doing. Want people to understand this. I have invested in mutual fund, ETF. These both I can give to one finance company. They take it as collateral and they will release for 1,000 crore stock. If I have mortgaged, they will give me 500 crore. I take 500 crore at 9% and I put in this with 20%. Is it clear? There is no fixed philosophy. Intelligent philosophy is only work. I don't want you people to go with a totally confused state, mind. सोचो, risk जितना लेना है उतना ही ले लो और उसका आगे मत. Right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Last question.
We'll be taking the last question, sir. Yes.
So, you told that your poverty in your childhood and the problems you have faced in your childhood are the reason for your success today. Then, for people like me,
What we will do?
yeah, like my
I got
parents
it.
gave me everything.
Yeah, I got it. One day, my daughter was not doing something. इतना गड़बड़ तो नहीं होनी चाहिए. My daughter was not doing something the way in which I wanted her to. So I yelled at her. She told, "Cool. You had the luxury of poverty. You had the luxury of poverty. मेरी कसूर थोड़ी है. I'm born rich. You have to tolerate." Now this is the essence of it. Having said that, एक समारोह में जाके जैन कम्युनिटी, very powerful businessman in Chennai, एक 5-star होटल में भाषण देके मैं नीचे उतरा, एक husband and wife दोनों आया, बोलता है, my parents are not giving us any freedom. What to do? Then I know what is the problem. I told them, okay, what is your qualification? MCA. What is yours? MSc IT. Boy and girl. I told, you must have come in a car. yes sir. उसमें Benz था. So I told, give it in the Portico, tell your parents to collect the key and the car, come with me, I'll give you 4 lakhs each. Those days, I'm talking about 2011. 4 lakhs each, you work with me, अपने आप बनाओ, अपने आप बढ़ाओ, अपने आप आज़ादी पाओ. I will make sure that they don't trouble you. Husband is looking at wife, wife is looking at husband. Then बोलता है साहब ये तो नहीं होएगा. Right? मैं उसको क्या बोला? वो 8 इंच मैट्रेस अब छोड़ नहीं सकता है. That 24.5 एयर कंडीशनर बंद नहीं हो सकता है. ये मर्सिडीज बेंज नहीं तो जिंदगी नहीं गुजरता है. सफर. Is that clear? अगर आपको आजादी चाहिए, पंच लाइन फॉर द इवनिंग, द लास्ट पंच लाइन, जो नीचे कभी बैठा ही नहीं है वो ऊपर कहाँ से आएगा? जिंदगी में ऊपर आना है तो नीचे बैठना ही पड़ेगा. राइट? Then somebody asked me a question. Sir, unfortunately I am rich. What to do? I told, कंगाल हो जाओ. Then the question comes, how to become poor? देखो, somebody has to teach how to become poor. पटवा घर पे रख दो, निकल जाओ, दुनिया अपने आप रंगीन होएगा. So you need to have courage. I'm sorry if I have done this then, but then the truth is, you only have to generate your power, your energy. You are not old, you are very young. Restart. Good luck. Beta, the last question, beta. Not because I am tired, I am hungry.
So how can you find out whom to trust in these days? Because those days at least you could have found people whom you can trust, but nowadays like
Jamana nahi badla hai. They don't think that those days trusting was easy. Now it is difficult. I don't think first to trust someone, don't give everything to them. First lend 100, he gives you back in time. Then lend 200. Then lend. Every relationship is only millimeter in inching only. Don't trust anyone for everything to begin with. Relationships are supposed to be earned over a period of time. If too close, too much, too fast, probably something is wrong. Assess. लोग बोलते हैं पानी के अंदर जाने से पहले एक पैर रखो, उसके बाद दूसरा पैर. Right? Do that. That will work.
I'm sure it's an awesome one.
I thought he has come to ask a question.
No, wait, he's the guy who's providing sound. So wonderful, guys. Let's all applaud and thank him for sparing time out. At the same time, same breath, I would like to thank you to spare a few minutes for felicitating our sponsors for the day. Request our CST Apex to please adorn the dais. At the same time, the founder Shivaya Madigaru to join us here. I request Abhishek Chandagaru from Vasavi Group. Do we have him? Vasavi? Yeah, please join us.
Hello.
I request Murli Anna from Manipali Jewelers also come onto the dais.
Good luck. I'll come down. Then once it is over, I will.
Srinivas Bukkagaru from Priya Gold.
Right.
Request Ramanaya Madpadagagaru from Lorvan Group. Join us here.
Congratulations.
Request Rajesh Donkeshwar Garu from Holistic Services. Request Akash from the continent to join us here. Request Balakrishna Yaram Garu from Robotouch. Request RC Ratul from Magnifique. Join us here. Good luck. Hello. Request Sharon Aladi from Wood Stories. I noticed that. Request Abhishek Vidyala from Moto Minds. Request the Apex team to board the dais. The Apex team only. Somesh, Anarandi.
I sincerely apologize, Somesh Anna. Your picture was missing. It was our mistake, and I accept on the team behalf. Sorry.
All sponsors, please kindly make it fast. Only the sponsors. Chapter PSTs, if you're here, please join us. Chapter PSTs. All chapter PSTs. Please, make it fast. Let's make the most of it. No Apex, only chapter PSTs. Apex already had its future. Yes. Gentlemen, if you're done, please. దీనిలో చూడండి.
Hello and good evening all. I take this opportunity to thank you for making it possible today. I thank VBN Apex to have coordinated and made this wonderful event happen. I thank all the chapter PhDs to have made this evening happen. I take pleasure in thanking all the participants to have come to attend to listen the most happening person of the country today. I thank wholeheartedly all the sponsors of today's event. Today's event is presented by Vasavi Group, Mr. Abhishek Chanda, powered by Manapalli Jewelers, Mr. Murli Manapalli, Lorwin, Ramu Madpadiga, Priya Gold Edible Oils, Bukka Srinivas, supported by Holistic, Rajesh Donkeshwar, Motor Minds, Abhishek Vidyala, The Continent, Akash, Robotouch, Balakrishna Yerram, Magnific, Ratul, Good Stories, Sharan. I thank the management of Rajeshwari Gardens, Raja Rajeshwari Gardens, and all the audio, video personnel and support staff. Lastly, I thank all those involved directly or indirectly in the success of today's event. Thank you all, and turn on your ringer in your phone and enjoy the dinner and drive safe. Good night all.
Network ahead.